First of all, yeah, as usual, we say today our guest is Hakim Baloch, who runs Zurbesh Broadcast, a community-based media outlet from the UK. I will talk to him over the issue of mysterious death of a highly popular Baloch activist, Karima Baloch. I will talk to him over how far the incident has impacted the Baloch movement and who could be behind her death. First of all, my question to Hakim ji is how you see Toronto police the reaction. It said that it will not investigate the murder angle in the mysterious, despite it being a mysterious death. So how you see this reaction or statement of Toronto police?
First of all, thank you for calling me, Shankar Kumarji. This actually it is very saddening news from the Toronto police saying that they are not going to investigate the angle of foul play or the murder. So they are just treating this as a normal case, which in reality is not, because we know that Karima Baloch was a high profile political leader from Balochistan, and she was receiving constant death threats. And as according to her husband's tweets and her brother's tweet, they are urging the Canadian authorities, the Toronto police, that they should reconsider their investigation and they should go for a thorough investigation. So we demand that they should not ignore all those aspects which are involved in this case, including the aspect of her being a very senior Baloch freedom loving leader.
Right. And this incident took place not far away from her speech when she expressed her fear that in Canada or in Western countries, a lot of Pakistani elements are involved or are there. So she feared about the life and the safety of the Baloch people, particularly in Canada too. So it took place soon after, or I'll say some days after this speech. Could you see that could be some factor behind that speech that led to her mysterious death?
Well, I cannot relate it to a single speech, because if we look into her whole life, that is a struggle. She has been receiving death threats from day one when she became part of this movement, and then she started leading this movement. She has lost two of her uncle. One of her uncle, he went missing, and then his dead body was recovered, and similarly her cousin faced the same fate. So the family itself suffered a lot. And then the incident of Sajid Hussain, where he went missing for more than a month in Sweden and his body was recovered. Of course, after that there was this fear among the Baloch diaspora, but after the police, the way they deal the case, we thought, or many of us expected, maybe it was an incident, but we were not satisfied. And as per my information, yes, she was concerned and she was receiving death threats. Her husband received messages like threatening messages. And all these factors cannot be ignored, along with her activism, where she has been talking, she has been criticizing the policies. She also faced a lot of trouble in her asylum case because of the Pakistani lobby involved in Pakistan, and they are so much in power. But as far as I cannot relate this to a particular incident or a particular event where she's spoken about something.
How you see Justin Trudeau government? Because the kind of statement that is coming out from police, that without investigating the case properly, they have started saying that they will not investigate it. They will not see it as a murder. They will take it as an incident, and because. And despite the fact that they have taken out the fish out the body from the river side, from the river, and despite this, they are saying that they are not suspecting it as a murder.
You see, I was talking to a journalist yesterday about this case, and what I felt like there are many issues in Western countries because they have to look after their diplomatic relations, and now the political situations are changing in West as well. The Justin Trudeau government have been criticized for a long time for not taking care of the refugees in the country. And of course, Bano Karima's case is one of them now. So I think this looks, I can say they are not handling it perfectly, and they are just maybe giving free hands if by not handling it. I'm not saying there is any involvement from their side, but by not doing anything or by not taking the consideration of the problem she was facing or the Baloch people are facing and why she came into Canada, and she's one of the top most famous women across the globe because she was in the top 100, well, most influential women list, top 100 women across the globe. So she was a powerful voice, and the way she has gone or she has been taken away from the Baloch nation, it is concerning. It is deeply concerning for the whole Baloch nation.
Okay. Do you think that Pakistan government or Pakistani army has such a massive influence that Justin Trudeau government can come under it and can negate the impartiality that such kind of incident needs?
I think the problem is now it is not only Pakistan. There is also China's element is involved in all these factors where Baloch are being targeted, whether it is in Europe, it is in Canada, America, or in Middle East, or even in Balochistan, or in Afghanistan. Everywhere the Baloch refugees are living. Uh, in their country or outside, they are suffering, and they are suffering at the hands of China and Pakistan both. And plus, there's a important thing where we must understand that in uh, Canada, there are many ex-Pakistani military officials are residing, and they are living as citizens over there. Their families are involved in the Canadian politics, and their lobby is very much strong. So there are many aspects which one cannot ignore.
Do you see that it is not just a kind of accident? Because a lot of people, a lot of things are saying it is a accident angle. They see it with accident angle. Is it an accident?
No, definitely not. We don't believe it is because we know that even if it looks like an accident, it is a made up one. Because we know the Baloch, they are not that much crazy, they're not that much hopeless people that they leave their country, go take refuge in a country where they can continue their activism, because this is what left for us to raise our voice. And a senior leader like Karima Baloch will not do such an act with herself. She will never harm herself because she was a hope to millions. And even if someone comes and tells us and tries to convince us that this was an accident or an incident, we don't believe it because we know that something fishy has happened in this case.
There is a pattern into Karima death as well as Sajid Hussein's death. So do you see some kind of if this pattern is there, some kind of thing is there which is involved in this kind of thing? They are enacting this kind of thing.
Well,
Did
yes, there is one similar thing which is the most similar thing in both cases, that both of them went missing and they were both found near like a river or a lake. So
right?
these two cases are so much similar, and the action it took place in a very similar way. And plus, both of the person, those who were targeted, they were very much famous among the Baloch people, not only in diaspora but in Balochistan. One with his writing skills, with his journalism skills, and second one being the most influential Baloch woman leader. So yes, there were a lot of similarities in these two cases.
So you see a
And
pattern into it.
yes,
And
yes.
this, who could be behind this such pattern?
Well, as far as we are concerned, we believe that this can be from the side of Pakistan and China. We cannot ignore the Chinese factor in this because all the involvement China has in Balochistan with CPEC and all other dirty politics of Pakistan, China is helping them. So that can be Chinese help for Pakistan.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you once again. Thanks. Bye.